Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. You may be wondering where we are right now. This is not my camera and this is not my footage, but I found it. We are on Mission Gorge for the moment. I happen to be running an errand around the corner at Princess View and saw this GoPro sitting in the street and in the bike lane. So I figured I'd stop for it and pick it up and take a quick look and figure it out and not get mowed down by a cement truck and take it with me. So, when I find things on the road in the bike lane, I like to pick it up. Usually it's tools, things like that. I have found a wallet before, and I found a cell phone once, and I always do my best to return the things to the people. So, this person had a bunch of footage on their GoPro, which I was able to look at, figure out a few locations that they were associated with where they would park their motorcycle, and I was able to track the guy down and return his GoPro to him. So that was pretty cool. I felt good about it. I think he felt pretty good about it. One of the things that I discovered when looking at his footage, though, was this filtering, this lane splitting and going through drivers that aren't going as fast. And I really don't have a good analogy for this. Like, it's not like I'm going to say that I wish that bicyclists had the same situation. None of us really want to ride through stuff like this unless the traffic is super standstill. But I used to ride motorcycles. I still have a motorcycle license. Occasionally, a friend needs help getting a motorcycle somewhere, and they drive a car and I ride the bike or something like that. And I really used to enjoy riding a Vespa. I had a couple of Vespas here and there over the years and really enjoyed that, but I've kind of gotten to the point where, if I would take a scooter anywhere, if I would take a Vespa or a motorcycle, I'd really rather just ride a bicycle. So, but I had an appreciation for this view just for the relatively small amount of space a motorcycle takes up rather than a car. I think that when I'm watching this footage, I'm thinking about just how much space we devote to large vehicles on our roads, and at least this rider is able to go pretty smoothly along, and this looks like they're in some heavy traffic right now, and I thought that was kind of cool, and appreciate that. Which is not to say that I think motorcycles are absolutely fantastic. They are environmentally more harmful. You can't get catalytic converters on the exhaust. They're so loud. There's nothing that drives me more nuts when I'm riding than a motorcycle going by being super loud and setting off other car alarms. And it's not just motorcycles, it's also cars that have like tricked out exhaust. It's just unnecessary and it's disruptive, and I feel like in Paris, in France, they, as opposed to Paris, some other place, they did some kind of study, and I think that they outlawed motorcycles that are of a certain decibel level. The study was wild. It was something like one motorcycle had the potential to disrupt like 10,000 people's sleep in a single evening and overnight, and just what that does to productivity, what that does to a population that is trying to rest so that they can wake up in the morning and do things, rested and vigorously. So anyway, I just was enjoying looking this. I really enjoyed the detective work of trying to figure out who the guy was, because there was nothing on the GoPro that said, if lost, call this number, which makes me think that I should add something like that on my camera. So maybe I will. But I just wanted to share it with you. If you find something in the road, that's sort of like a little present, I think, for riding our bike. But if you find something that obviously belongs to somebody else, a wallet, a phone, something like this, going through the effort to return it is a really nice thing to do. I've really enjoyed it before. Of the things I found, when I found the guy's wallet, he bought me a beer or something. This guy didn't give me anything in exchange for it, but that's okay. It's not like I'm trying to ransom back people's stuff to them. But we met up this morning, or yesterday morning rather, and it's nice to meet somebody else who's also taking video. It was also kind of cool to see the quality of the GoPro, or I don't know, like those lines up in that sun. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that, but I'm not rushing out to get one of these. I like my little camera. People often ask about my camera. It's like less than $200. It's called a Looking DB5 for those who are interested in stuff like that. You know, record your rides. Somebody left a comment the other day that these videos are inspiring them. They have a camera and maybe they should be uploading their videos. Upload your videos. I do not have any territory in this space. There are a bunch of people in San Diego making really good videos too. There's a OB cyclist. You can find him on social media, and he's got some really good videos from the camera bar angle, or the handlebar angle rather. So, you know, check it out. But if you find something, try to return it. If you can't return it, hey, you got a present from the bike lane. That's a fun thing. Me, I am not rushing out to ride a motorcycle and ride like this in the middle of traffic, but I do appreciate the compact space motorcycles fit in, and that's one of those things I'm going to think about while I drive less and ride a bike. Thanks.